We got to start off with Mr. West, man. I'm a go on and let you start it off, and I'm gonna give my thoughts on it. But yeah, Mr. West, man, we got to
You
start off
know,
talking about this guy.
I used to defend this nigga. Uh, when he used to do little dumb shit. I used to even think it was funny, but the fact that you went to that extent to wear an White Lives Matter shirt and thought that it was funny, or call yourself trying to make a mockery out of it, and then you had Candace Owens right next to you, bro. The black community does not fuck with her at all. They do. The
Mm-mm-mm.
black folks do not fuck with Candace Owens, dude. You know, Kanye West is the type of nigga. When I saw that Genius documentary, and it was
Mm-hmm.
a scene on there when what's dude name Tootie? What's the dude name that recorded it?
Uh, I forget. It's something like that. Yeah,
It's
I can't
something
remember.
like that. I
Yeah.
can't remember his name, but it was a scene where he was recording Kanye West having a conversation with white dudes, and his whole demeanor changed. Like he turned into like super white. Like the way he was talking to them and having conversations with them, it was so weird. It was
Mm.
so weird. So when I saw that scene and I'm looking at this shit that just recently went on, I can tell that he's the type of nigga that longs for white validation.
Yes, he does. And it's so ridiculous, man. Like, and it gets to a point where I'm gonna say this. I think if you in fashion, media, anything in the arts, business, all that stuff, I think all of us have a little bit of that. You know what I mean? Especially in the past. I think all of us have a little bit of that because they usually are the richest. They're the ones that sets the standards. Those are the
Mhm.
ones we strive to be like as far as finances go. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's like, yay, at this point, first of all, you older now. Second of all, nigga, you got $1 billion, bro. Like you have done it. Like, why do you still feel like you gotta kiss their ass? Why do you feel like what they think still matters and set the bar? You talk all this shit, you the king of the culture and all this shit. Will be the king of the culture and get off these white people's nuts and stop
Get
acting
off
like,
their nuts. Quit
yeah.
collaborating with these different brands. Nigga got enough money where it could have been just Yeezy. No Yeezy Adidas, no Yeezy Gap, none of that shit. It could have just been straight Yeezy. You know what I mean? He talking about they trying to take my name and trying to make it where I can't use my name. Now, look, when I was fucking with Kanye West, he had a couple nice pair of shoes, but I ain't finna sit here and say all his shit was drip. His shit was fucking
Mm-mm.
trash. It was trash. Then you know it's trash because he up here he's selling his shit in trash bags at Gap in big giant ass trash bags. This nigga know he's selling trash. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
And
Yeah.
then was hating and jealous of Virgil Abloh when he got put on with Louis Vuitton. Virgil Abloh was Kanye West's protege. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
believe Kanye wanted that deal with Virgil Abloh. Man, look, what Virgil Abloh did for the culture will be nothing. Kanye could not compare to that. He will never be able to compare to that what Virgil Abloh did for the culture. Period.
Definitely.
His
Definitely.
shoes was way better. Clothing line way better. You know what I'm saying? Fashion shows way better. His selection of music, how he rock out the crowd and be DJing, friends with all the MC. What nigga you know right now working for Louis Vuitton is for the culture. He was the only dude that was putting on for the culture and representing a high end brand.
Exactly. I'm glad you said that. Virgil, once again, I felt Virgil created and presented his shit with us in mind. You know what I mean? Ye
Yes.
don't do that shit.
He don't
Ye
do
want
that.
the
You
he
he run to
yeah,
the Europeans and shit. You know what I'm saying? He go over there with them. You know,
yeah.
he go in he a corny dude. He is a corny fucking dude. I'm glad. They restricted him from social media because I was tired of seeing his post. I was tired of running into his shit. I
Yeah.
was tired. You the screenshot conversations with Diddy, Vori, talk about Rocky fuck Yoon and shit. Like this nigga was being messy as hell. Then you know where they cut him off at? When he made a statement about the Jews. That's
Yeah.
when they cut it. They like,
Right.
oh hell no, no, fuck that. You ain't finna say nothing about us. We ain't even finna give you a chance. When you wake up, nigga, your shit is suspended.
Exactly. Nigga, we run shit. You ain't about to talk
Yeah,
about
we run
us.
exactly. We run shit. As soon as you say something about the
Yes.
Jews, man, it's off with your head, bro. They already made an example out of Nick Cannon. Well, you see how long that brother had to tap dance to get wild and out back on air.
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, man. My whole thing with Ye, it's like, and I'm pretty sure a whole bunch of people feel like this. You know, some people still are at this point like 100% like fuck that nigga, and then some are kind of in between or whatever. But I'm just gonna take it back, try to make it as short as possible. So Kanye West, we know the impact he's had on the music game has been a motherfucker. It's like college dropout, late registration. I'm gonna say so. I'll say college dropout, late registration, and then my beautiful dark twisted fantasy. Hands down, three of the best, most impactful motherfucking hip hop albums ever. Them motherfuckers are
Mhm.
flawless. They impactful. That nigga introduced a whole new vibe to rap that nobody was on.
Right.
Nobody had a damn rap song about Jesus playing in the club on the radio, all that stuff. He was just groundbreaking with it. And through the music, super pro black, talking that shit like he's for us, this, that. Yeah, fuck George Bush.
He don't
George
like
Bush don't
black
care about.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like his whole first few years in the game was just like, yeah, this dude is for us like a motherfucker.
Hmm.
It's all in the music, the black love, the black empowerment, the this, the that. And then somewhere along the way, and then a lot of people will agree, kind of like after his mama died, that's when he kind of flipped the switch, which
Hmm.
if you compare the timelines of when he started doing the bullshit, that's when it kind of came up. But I will say, even through the comments he's made, even through the Trump shit, because I was like, even with that,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fucked up. You shouldn't do that. But at the end of the day, everybody got the right to choose whoever the fuck they want to choose politically. And then I know a lot of even other black people outside of entertainment and all that shit was literally just supporting that nigga Trump because Trump is for the rich. So if I'm a rich black motherfucker, this nigga's looking out for me on these tax breaks. I'm about to, ooh shit.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, I'm all for Trump. Yeah, fuck what y'all broke niggas talking about. This nigga's about to he's about to hook me up on the tax. And I know a lot of, rich black motherfuckers was on that. So I even let that shit slide. But this shit right here, it just hits different. You in Fashion Week in Paris, world stage, everybody's watching, everybody's there, all the white elites, all that, and you and Candace Owens drop that picture, and motherfuckers ain't shut up about it since. White,
Lauren Hill's daughter was there with a White Lives Matter shirt on.
oh
Yes. You ain't see that shit? Yeah. Lauren Hill
no,
daughter was there, bro. Everybody like, what the fuck? Man, Lauren Hill,
wow,
I'm pretty sure she went the fuck off on
wow.
her daughter. Nigga, Lauren Hill daughter was there and she was smiling and shit, proudly wearing the motherfucking shirt, bro.
That's crazy.
That shit was heavy. Jaden Smith walked out. He like, fuck this.
Yeah, yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, he like,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
that.
And another thing too, so it hit even differently because the White Lives Matter, that was enough. But then, did you see what was on the front of the shirt? That's
Yes, the Pope.
yeah. So this nigga, So they was wearing he was him and Candace was wearing the shirts. His models was wearing the shirts, and they said through the different shirts he had like 2 to 3 pictures of different popes, like through history or whatever, and said it had Spanish text on there. I can't pronounce this shit correctly. Seguemos te impelo. Well, and I know I'm fucking it up. Sorry, all my Spanish people. I know I'm fucking that up. But pretty much it means we will follow your example. So you got on a White Lives Matter on the back, and then on the front, got a picture of a white pope talking about we will follow your example. So I interpret that. Are you talking about trying to be on some spiritual shit, or are you saying on some straight white shit? Because you got white in the front, white in the back, and then we will follow your example. So is that what you're saying? We're gonna follow the example of the white people?
I mean,
I
let's keep it a buck. All white lives always mattered.
always
We
will.
know that it always mattered and it always will. They've always been favored. You know what I'm saying? There's always been favoritism for them in any under any circumstances in any department, whatever. It don't matter. They are still gonna be favored no matter what. So why do you have to throw that in our faces? We know this shit. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? But like Boosie said, nigga, give us our glory, nigga. That was our shit.
Yeah.
You know, you out here walking around with these shirts on and shit like it's funny. If did nobody find that funny, he's a
No.
clown, man. I'm counseling. He counsel 100%. I don't give a fuck about what he dropping. I don't care about
Yeah.
nothing because his music been trash as fuck anyway. Just like that trash ass shit he was selling at the Gap. All his
Yeah.
shit been trash. Then he
Yeah.
out here looking homeless and shit. Look like he ain't washed his ass in weeks. What's wrong with the nigga wearing oversized boots, motherfucking bedazzled ass flip flops and shit? I'm like, what the fuck are those?
Ooh,
Why the nigga
shit.
got on bedazzled flip flops, bro?
Yeah.
This nigga tripping.
Yeah. And
That
it's
nigga look
like
like he got ticks. He look like he got fleas and ticks in his beard and shit. He look like
niggas
he
paying
just literally just sit outside and sleep. Like he just don't give a fuck. Like he need help. He needs some
Yeah,
help.
man. He do. He do. It's like, and the reasons, he gave like multiple reasons. Okay, like the one he was talking about, yeah, he thought it was funny, and then he was like, when it first happened, he dropped that talking about where Black Lives Matters, is a scam anyway. Cause which is kind of fucked up, because they was like embezzling money or whatever. That's still under investigation. They trying to go through that. He was saying that shit. And it's like, even if that's the case, that still don't validate you wearing this fucking shirt. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? And then he was like, he was trying to explain it from an artistic perspective, talking about, well, the shirt represents like a future alternative world where, because white people have been saying that for the last few years, that eventually they're going to be the minority and we going to be the majority and all that shit. So he was saying
Hmm.
in a future alternative reality, this could be their reality and all that, which that's bullshit too, because I don't understand the white people that feel that way. I don't understand that mentality because, okay, so if we become the majority, all that means is that it's more black people than y'all. Okay, so if it becomes more black people than y'all, that still don't change all the fucking wealth and the power y'all motherfuckers that accumulated over the last 1,000
Exactly.
years, nigga. It's not gonna disappear. It's still gonna be there.
Exactly.
Y'all still gonna run shit. Y'all act like the
And
wealth ain't gonna
what they
transfer.
doing right now, but what they doing right now, procreating with blacks.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
100%.
saying? You got a lot of these white motherfuckers out here want to procreate with blacks, but don't want to deal with the black issues and problems and shit. I got a problem with that.
Yeah, it go hand in hand, motherfucker. You want to be with a white man or be with a black woman, black man, vice versa, whatever the case is. You got to handle everything that come with that.
My
Yeah,
thing is, he doing that shit, and then he turn around and say, "I got black kids. My kid,
which means
I
yeah,
got black kids. My kids are black." I don't want to see another interview with Kanye West. And then you know what? I want to know. I want to know whatever happened with that brunch he had with all of those high-powered black networks.
Mm.
He was supposed to have, you ain't never see that?
I don't know
He
about
had a
that.
whole brunch, a whole presentation brunch where he had all the high powered black network people like Essence, BET, you know what I'm saying? You think of it black owned network, they was there.
Really?
And
When
you
was
know,
this?
this was this was earlier this year.
Mm.
He gathered all them together because he called himself trying to do like an all black thing. You know what I'm saying? Where he was gonna be working with all black producers, all black media people. You know what I'm saying? All black magazine editors. Like he was on some shit. I'm like,
Right.
oh yeah, this nigga on to something. You know, and it never happened. You know, he seemed like he just wanted them niggas where he be wanting to just say whatever when he feeling good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And then, most of it too, it's definitely he trolling. But even with the trolling, a lot of people do that. I ain't even mad at the trolling, but I hate you do it and you do it at the expense of us every single time. Every time you troll and do some bullshit like that, because obviously, nigga, art or whatever, however you want to explain this shit, you knew when y'all dropped that picture that everybody was gonna have something to say. So you fucking trolling, and every time you do this, it's like a smack in the face to your black people. And at
Mm-hmm.
this point, like I feel what you saying. At this point, it's like the state of black people and all the shit that's going on, every black person that's in power and got money and got access and connections, y'all need to be for us. We ain't got time to support nobody else. Y'all motherfuckers
Mm-hmm.
need to be for us. Like you talking about white lives matter. Yes, all lives matter. But like you said, white people been winning, gonna continue to win forever. Nigga, it's a race. They in first place. Our
Mm-hmm.
black ass, we number 20 in the back, nigga. We trying to
Mm-hmm.
catch up, shoes tearing up and shit. And them motherfuckers first place, nigga. Everything's fine. If you're not gonna use your power and your access and your voice and your influence to move us forward, it do get to that point like fuck you. Yeah, cuz
Yeah.
yeah, why do you and so I've had this conversation with a lot of people, throw this in here. So, like I said, the white validation part. A lot of us kind of start off like that. Um I used to, you know how when I'd been around white people, black people, all that shit. But you see, for example, you got black people, you got niggas, and you got niggerish ass black people. You know what I'm saying? We all come in
Yeah.
different combinations.
Yeah.
A lot of
Mm-hmm.
times the stereotypes of us are the main ones that's like pushed out there to the culture. So a lot of times white folks think that all of us are like that. So when I've been in rooms with these white folks, since I was younger up until now, or been around them, and they see, oh, okay, I speak like this, I talk like this. Oh, I'm holding a conversation. I'm speaking to you on your same level, nigga. We matching wits for wits, intelligence for intelligence, and you see they whole
They
vibe
hold the
change,
vibe change, even they face, like
everything, they
you know,
body language,
they never had that. They never know how to hide their emotions
they
or
no,
just demeanor or nothing. Like you know what I'm saying.
yes,
It's not hard to speak white
yes,
to understand white people's body language because they so obvious with everything. So yeah,
yes.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, because they have that. You see it in their eyes. They have that moment, like, "Oh, so you're not just a nigga. Look at you." Yeah,
Yeah,
they.
yep, yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
straight up, straight up.
Hmm.
But now I'm to the point where and I did for a minute. I had like a personal thing where I felt that was important because I was like, as a black man representing black people in my culture, I don't want white people to think that that we all just ignorant and don't know and ain't smart and don't know how to talk and conversate and carry ourselves and all that stuff. I felt like that was important. Now, I'm not saying that it's not important, but I'm to the point where the white people that really don't like the white people that really don't like black people, it really don't matter about proving nothing to them because you can be poor, rich, access, influential, all those different things.
You still gonna be looked at as just a nigga.
Exactly. A po nigga, a rich nigga, a doctor nigga, a lawyer nigga, or whatever.
Yep,
So now I have that mentality. Now I don't give a fuck. I don't care about proving nothing because I know what I am and I know my worth
yep,
and everything else. So fuck y'all. That's where
yep.
I'm at now. But yay, it's so sad to see somebody on his level still just so on that he got to have that validation. He feel like he ain't shit if they not giving him the stamp of approval
Mm-hmm.
where you're at the point you don't need them. Like you said, I know motherfuckers with $100,000 that start their own brand and their own product and all that shit. Nigga with $1 billion, you don't need them.
You don't need them.
But
Wait,
he
why
yeah,
are you collaborating with these companies? Like, you know, that's a recipe for disaster when you're in business with money hungry, backstabbing ass white companies like that. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? They're gonna find a way to fuck you over every time.
yeah,
Every time.
yeah.
Did you see that clip? He was showing them a porn, some pornography or something, and trying to make a point why he wasn't fucking with them no more.
No, what the fuck?
Yeah, it
No.
was a porn clip he had showed them white folks up there at Adidas, and I guess he didn't know whoever was there. I guess he didn't know that they was recording him or whatever. I don't know, but it was cringy as fuck. It was really, really fucking cringy. It was weird.
Damn.
I'm like, what's wrong with this nigga? What's wrong with him?
And I'm gonna say this too. I've been saying this for a while. I've been saying that mental health is the biggest problem in America. It ain't racism, none of that shit. I feel mental health is the biggest problem in in
Mm-hmm.
fucking America. Now, you know he came out around the time of the Trump shit and was saying he was bipolar and all that stuff. So my thing is you got all the money, all the access. Are you on medication? Are you seeing a therapist? Because that's my thing. People, I've been, through the whole week, this shit been going on. I've been hearing people like give, kind of speak up for him and give him that pass. Where Kanye is
Yeah.
bipolar, he having a episode right now. That's why he doing all that stuff. And you know what? He might very well be having an episode, and that's why because every day he been doing some shit, talking some shit to everybody. So he
Out
just
here
might.
dating out here dating Kim K lookalikes and shit. Yeah, that nigga, something wrong with him, dog. Something is wrong with
So
him for real.
so he very well might be having an episode. But my thing is, if you know this is your mental illness, stay on your medication and stay seeing a therapist until you get the tools you need to not be out here just wilding the fuck out. Because you
Mm-hmm.
can't just use that. Because if you're not taking your medication and you're not seeing your therapist, you can't use that as an excuse because he'll do that shit in another 2 weeks when shit really get worse and come out. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I was just having a manic episode, and I was just really my mind wasn't right. Nigga, take your medication and stay seeing your therapist because you can't use that as an excuse.
Yeah.
If you're not taking your medication, you're not doing what you're supposed to do, and you do this shit, motherfuckers can still chop your fucking head off because you're not doing what you need to do. It's plenty of people in the hood right now. They can't afford they bipolar, got all kind of mental issues. They can't afford to go to the goddamn therapist. They can't afford to get the medication. Nigga, you got the
Mm-hmm.
access to do all these things. Do what you need to do so your mind is balanced out and you don't do all these things that is fucking up your legacy at the end of the day. And he
Right.
really needs some whoever his people is. if he got real people around him, whoever his
He don't.
handlers are, I feel like he just got a whole bunch of
He
yes
got
men
a
around him,
yeah, he got
bro.
a whole bunch of yes men around. That's all he got. They ain't helping him. They enabling this nigga 100%. All they want is money. They're motivated by money. You know what I'm saying? He around a lot of people with no integrity. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck about what's going on with him as long as he coughing up that money. That's it. That's all.
Yeah,
And it's sad.
yeah. It is. It
He done
is.
ran all the real ones away though. You know what I'm saying? He the type of nigga that run away all the real ones, just like he gonna tell Sway in that old interview, you ain't got all the answers, Sway. Sway did have the answers. He
Yeah.
had the answers, nigga. You
Yes, he
you don't think
did.
you just cause you making money, you don't know everything, bro. And he the type of nigga that won't take heed or take somebody's advice or listen to what somebody is saying because I'm Kanye West. I got a lot of money. I'm a motherfucking boss. Blah 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 blah. Do you know who I am? I'm
Yeah.
the greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like bring it down, nigga. Like there's nothing down to earth about this nigga at all, dude.
No.
Nothing.
No. At all. And I'm tired of him using like the shit he do like this, trying to use it as, oh, well, it's art and y'all just don't understand. And my thing with that is, even people that are deep and always have do things and always have a deeper artistic meaning and all that stuff, you still have to look at the symbolism in things. You know what I mean? That's just like me tomorrow. If I come out with some new a new clothing line or a hoodie or something, and the hoodie is a straight like a look like a white sheet with the holes in it, and I'm like, oh no, y'all just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to
Right. You know what I'm
explain. You
saying?
know, it's really, I know what it looked like, but really it's blah 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 blah. Y'all will be
Right.
like, okay, nigga, fuck your art, because at the end of the day, the symbolism, you know, the average person, that's what you got to think about. The average person that sees that, you know what that represents when you see that white sheet with the holes in it. You know traditionally what that means.
Yeah.
That means that's some fucked up shit for black people. It's some killing of black people and all that. And basically that's the same message you sent with that shirt. Fuck all the art and the deeper meaning shit that you have behind it. You know, when we see that, your fans, your people that you supposed to be for, when we initially see that, what that symbolizes and what that means. It's a slap in the fucking face to your
Yeah.
people, nigga.
Big
So fuck
slap,
all that
big
extra
fuck
shit.
you. A big
Yeah.
fuck you to the face for real, for real. You know, but yeah, man. I ain't got nothing else to say about that nigga. I really
Yeah,
don't.
man.
He out of there. Like that nigga out of there.
Yeah.
I'm done with
Yeah.
Kanye West.
I feel you. I feel you. Um so yeah, man, let's yeah, I ain't got shit else to say either. It ain't nothing else to really be said. Just get some help. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Get some help, get your mind right, because your kids, like you said, your black kids, you talking about, they watching too. They watching as well.
Mm-hmm.